PHP has been on a wild ride over the past few years, with new things like namespaces, our package manager called Composer, and a whole lot more sharing and friendship between projects. And in a lot of ways, Symfony has been in the driver's seat for all of that. So congrats on making it here. You're on a path to building great applications. Let's look at some facts. Symfony is a component library. This means that you can use any part of it in any PHP project, even that ugly legacy app they make you work on. We could use Symfony's router component to give it flexible URLs. Oh, and a lot of other projects use parts of Symfony, like Drupal and Laravel. Symfony is also a framework. And because we don't have time to worry about putting a bunch of libraries together, we have the Symfony framework. This is a suggestion on how everything can work together in a consistent system. As you may have guessed by the title, we'll be using the Symfony framework here. Silex is another framework built on Symfony, and its goal is to be tiny and really easy to use. I know what you're wondering, should I use the Symfony framework or this Silex guy? Use them both, because they both use the same pieces. When you're done with this course, you'll be a certifiable Silex expert. Symfony plays nice with others. Yep, Symfony tries to be as boring as possible by following widely used standards. This makes it effortless to include and use other libraries in your projects. Want to use a component of Zen Framework? We can do that with just a little bit of configuration. Symfony is one of the top 3 most watched PHP projects on GitHub, which means you won't be lonely. There's a lot of us out there working with it. In this course, we're going to kick off your journey by building an events application. To sweeten the deal, you'll also be mastering the most important concepts used across all frameworks and web apps in general. Because Symfony steals from, builds off of the shoulders of other giants. So even if you don't want to, when you're building something in Symfony, you'll be learning best practices and probably becoming a better developer. You've been warned. In this course, we've got some big goals. Start a new project using Symfony 2. Explore the core areas like routing, controllers, requests, responses, and templating. Get comfortable with a few new tricks, like using Doctrine for dealing with the database and code generation tools. And of course, the main reason you're here, learn enough best practices and tips to impress your friends at a party. Ready? Let's go!